Good morning. I started this project by using a couple of tongue and groove beadboard scraps, and I'm just taking some craft sticks and gluing them on the back so that it holds the two pieces of wood together. And now I'm just taking some random colors. I have some green, some orange, some yellow, and brown that I'm painting onto this board. And as you can see, I'm not really washing my brush in between because you won't see all of this when we get finished because I'm just going to chippy it. You can use whatever colors you choose for something like this. I just thought these colors were a little more fallish, so that's why I chose these. And now I'm going to go in with my burnt umber. And once I got that all painted, give it a quick dry. And now I'm going to go over the top with some candle wax. And once I got the wax applied, I took my Waverly Cashew and we're going to paint over the top of that. And once I got done painting all the cashew, I went ahead and dried it. And here I'm taking my paint scraper and we're chipping some of that paint off. And you'll be able to see all these different colors. There's a little bit of orange and green and yellow that's coming through, and brown. It's starting to look really aged. Now I'm just going to clean up my mess. And I have this really thick cardboard that I was going to use, and I decided it was too thick. So I got another piece of cardboard, sprayed the top of it with a little bit of water, and I'm cutting out, excuse me, I peeled off the top layer. When you wet the cardboard, it just makes it much easier to peel off that top layer. And now I'm cutting out what appears to be a Hershey's Kiss, but this is going to be a little crow. I wanted to make her chunkier because I was going to put a tag on there that said, "Do not feed the crows," but I decided against the tag and bow on this project. But she's still super cute being chunky. And now I'm taking my my Dixie Belle clear wax and my dirt in the color charcoal. And then I'm just adding some dirt to these edges of the board to give it a little bit more aged look. I did end up using a little bit of the Behr antiquing wax as well. And once I got my board done, I took a couple of Jenga blocks, glued those down, and now we're gonna put our crow on top of the Jenga blocks. Now I'm taking some mustard colored fabric and I cut it in a triangle, just fraying those edges a little bit, and I'm gonna hot glue it down for her beak. Now the cardboard was a little squished in this area that I'm putting these florals on, so that was one reason I added them. The floral pick that I'm using is actually from the wedding section at Hobby Lobby. I think these are like $2.99, and the size of the things on there are just really perfect for crafting. And now I'm using a little bit of berry bush. And now I'm taking feathers and gluing them above her head onto the board. I picked these up at Hobby Lobby as well. Now I'm taking 2 small white buttons and gluing them on for her eyes. Can you guys hear my dog snoring? And I took a couple more feathers and glued them to the cardboard just to make it a little fuller. Gonna touch it up with that Waverly ink. And now I'm taking a few leaves and just hot gluing them onto the board. And as I mentioned, I did make a bow, but it didn't look right, so I left it off. I think she turned out super cute. Thanks for watching. Please give this a share.